but
Dude,
I don't know
all
how
the
to play
Bonnie
it.
players are so off the deck, man.
Oh, like Tej and
And
Arthur?
yeah, Teach is like, man, I hate this deck, and Arthur's like, oh man, I hate this deck.
That is tough for
The
the
Bonnies
lads.
are not having it. Okay, welcome to the Premo. I'm Xell.
And I'm Tora.
And today we're talking about random stuff. So I just got back from New Orleans, so I can talk a little bit about that. That regional was tiny.
Yeah, walk me through your couple round matchups.
Yeah, I am trying to see if I took notes. I don't even think I took notes. Round one. So I played GP. GP, I just think is the best deck in the current format. There's a couple of things that I really love about it. One is you are...
So consistent.
Yeah, the consistency is just really good. You have a game plan that just naturally beats out a ton of like the rogue decks.
Yeah.
So like I think every good run needs to start with like a bunch of undefeated like
Yeah.
rounds, because as soon as you lose one, you don't want to like get stuck playing against decks that like could randomly be insanely good against your deck.
Yeah.
You want to play more meta decks, the things that you're more prepared against. So GP is a deck that can, just crush some of these rogue decks that people bring. On top of that, I think the spread is really good. I think now that I learned a little more about the deck, like I think Rayleigh and Bonnie are actually very doable matchups, even though they're quite bad for you. Like in my mind, I was like, oh man, these matches are bad, but I think they both are very manageable for the deck, which just took a lot of talking with other players to kind of understand. And then you're good into UP. You're good into kind of the rest of the field, any of the yellow decks and stuff like that. So, I just think the deck was really good. So that's why I wanted to bring it. That being said, the deck is also very hard to play. And I think my last loss of the tournament was due to my own mistake. So, game one was against Blue Yellow Nami, which is not a good matchup actually for you.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
But they didn't see a pudding, which is big.
Big for you.
Yeah, because I won dice roll. I took second, and 3 Dawn. They swing 8. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm taking. And then they draw a card off of that, so they have that big hand. I did get out the gates fast though. I had like the Zorajuro into whatever. But the thing is, like every time I played one body at a turn, like in those early stages of the game, like so 4 Dawn I'm only playing Zorajuro, 5 Dawn, 6 Dawn. That's kind of like from there on I'm able to play 2.
Yeah.
But they were able to kind of always have the answer to the first thing. So they like Noji code my
Sunju pudding.
my Zorajuro on curve, and then they swung another 8. I'm like, I can't counter on that. I gotta take that. Yeah. And then that kind of just happened until 6 Dawn turn, where I was able to stage my Sanji pudding, but then again, they're still just like bouncing the other card, right?
Yeah.
And so it wasn't until like later where I get to play Luffy Taro, where like I started to really take control of the game, where I got like I think at one point I had like 2-3 Sanji pudding and a Luffy Taro. And I'm just going, and the only thing was like by that time my hand was still at like 8-9 cards, and I'm just like, please don't pudding me, pudding me.
I'm just trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah, and they eventually do stick on the what's it called, the Odin.
Oh, the Odin. Okay,
yeah. I think they were a bit of a newer player, so they were ditching their kids early, which I think is probably wrong. Maybe
I think into purple decks you have to keep kid.
Yeah, because like the ending life are just so hard to get into.
Yeah,
so.
you just free kill a life.
But yeah, so I was just able to sort of chip them out from there, and Electric Luna is also really good in that matchup.
Oh yeah, so strong.
So that was game one. Game two. One of the things we noticed in the room was Green Zoro is just omega popular, which is a little bit annoying as a green-purple player.
I'm a Zoro killer.
Yeah, but man, I've been losing to that matchup a bit. So I lost to it. The last locals I went to in the finals, I lost to a Green Zoro. So I was like a little bit scared about that. But so game two, I'm trying to think what I played into green 2. I had some pretty weird matchups. Oh, okay, this is a crazy one. I played into green Jinbei. The Fishman.
The fish guy?
Yeah.
The fish guy?
I revealed my leader. He looks at it, squints his eyes a little bit, goes back to his plane. I'm like, okay, sure.
This is a normal leader.
He played. I have my Luffy
Dodgers
Luffy.
Oh, he said this guy called me poor.
He played out a Tashigi, 2K Tashigi. I was like, oh, interesting. But Jinbei as a leader, you need to have 6 or less cards in hand. So
Wait,
I was like,
the one that
protects your board.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, he's
whoa.
just pruning his hand for to use leader ability. Okay, understandable. Okay, understood. And we play out the game, and the 2K the never comes up because I'm playing GP, and I just am
going wide,
swinging hard. I actually starved him for a while and just DMG'd his board and just like hammered his board. He just like could never stick a character on board.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a beating, to be honest. But then afterwards he goes,
Cooked
man,
him.
I was waiting for you to play Sanji Mihawk the whole game. And that's when it struck me.
Sanji Mihawk.
He thought I was on UP the entire game.
Oh, that's not good for him.
So,
Oh.
and then later on, like after the round ends, he finds me. He's like, "You were playing UP, right?" I was like, "No, I was playing GP." And he goes, "Oh."
That Dodgers Luffy threw him threw him for
And
a
I
loop.
realized that most people probably outside the West Coast just have not seen these Luffys.
Yeah.
And because the next round, I play into a blue Dofi. Same thing happens where he's like, "What leader is this?" I was like, "Oh, this is GP Luffy." He goes, "Oh, okay." But this time around,
Dodgers
they play
won the World Series, baby.
Yamamoto, the GOAT.
No, he is the GOAT. That guy is incredible.
We were watching it when we were in New Orleans. We were like out in Bourbon Street, and we would just like walk by each sports bar, being like,
You
What's happening?
You seen this shit?
dude,
Soy Jack.
bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. Yamamoto is still only one out.
Brother.
Just nails that.
Clutch.
Clutches that up. I mean, okay, that Yamamoto performance in the series was already insane. I didn't know the context because I hadn't watched the series yet. But I heard like the game before he pitched 96 pitches, which is a lot.
A lot.
That's a fuck ton, bro.
Yeah.
And he had the stamina to be like, yes, sign me up, bro. Let me close this game out.
In like game 5, he was warming up.
Yeah.
He was about to just go 3 straight games.
3 straight games.
He saved them.
Yeah. He did straight save them.
Yeah.
And then that last double play, bro.
So insane.
So also, if you're a Toronto fan,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
like the bat just breaks there and then just causes a
it's
double
tough.
play.
That
But
is so tough.
from a Dodgers point of view, you're just like, God, Yamamoto's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is. He
Yeah.
is quite literally the GOAT.
Anyway.
Back to your matchups.
So,
Blue
anyways,
Dofi.
I play into Blue Dofi, and I thought the guy was slow playing me.
Oh.
Yeah, because I starved the shit out of him.
Oh, shit.
I think that matchup is like very one-sided in my opinion. Because
okay.
if you stage your stuff, he can't bounce anything.
Yeah, you're chilling.
And we play Green Zoro, which rests his stuff. So like he played a Teach for fuck your Teach.
Yeah, I'm killing that.
Yeah. And then the turns after, I'm playing Sanji Pudding stage. Like I stay kind of lower in Dawn because I'm just aggressively trying to stage my stuff. But so he's at 5 life and like he's taking a long time with his turns. He's got 2 cards in hand and he's like tanking, and I'm like, I'm getting a little sussy vibes at this point. And luckily, I think a lot of our I shouldn't say luckily, but like a lot of our group wasn't doing well at this point. I think a lot of them lost their first or second round. So a couple of them like were kind of hovering, and I was like, dude, how much time is left in the round? They're like 8 minutes. The guy's still at 5 life, and I'm like, okay,
time to hit you.
and I'm just watching the
Time.
the time. And the thing with Dofi is like he will continue to spit out bodies, right?
Yeah.
Like so I'm like still forced to like semi-starve him. I can't kill him quick because I still have
This
to.
is a war of attrition.
Yeah, like I it's a war of it. It's a very one. It's
One-sided.
yeah. Low-key, not a war.
Yeah.
It was a rout.
Yeah.
It was just very slow.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he's just tanking. And I was, we're like close to overtime, and then I finally, we do go into overtime, and by then I was starting to attack his life and just kind of trying to close out the game, and like. And afterwards, he's like trying to assure me. He's like, "Dude, I wasn't slow playing you. Like, if we went to time, I would have just given you the win." And I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like, I just can't risk that. Like, maybe he was like a good guy or whatever, but like, you just can't risk that because there's people out there who are not good guys.
Yeah, and will slow play
and
you.
will slow play the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So
gotta watch out for them.
So Blue Dofi, I feel like that matchup is really one-sided for GP. Although I heard a Blue Dofi did well in EU and also beat GPs, and I'm just like, man, how did that happen?
Yeah, maybe it's just a user error.
Yeah, I don't know, but it feels like the current versions of GP should just roll it over.
Yeah, I also feel the same.
Yeah, so then I was like, okay, like I'm 3-0, like out of 8 rounds, I'm doing good.
Yeah, this is good.
Next round, I play into UP. I'm like, okay, I know this stuff. I can do this. Bro, I have never been so high rolled in my life.
I'm telling you, these guys are high rollers.
God damn, I got fucking smoked, bro. I was like, how?
You were the gator.
Yeah, sizzling on the walk, bro. I was just like, how are you finding so many Sanjis off the top 5, man? You Sanji Akos. Okay, so I have stage. I'm like, okay, stage Sanji pudding. You can't do anything. And then I'm like, going into his first like potential Sanji turn, I had like multiple stages. So I stage up my Sanji all the way up to Sanji pudding up all the way up to 9. I was like, fuck you in your Mihawk. And then he goes 9 cost Sanji into 8 cost Luffy, bounces my Zoro. I was like, well, that's fucking annoying. I could have.
Yeah, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking annoying, but okay, at least I still have Sanji pudding. And then next turn I redeploy, I'm attacking. He's got a lot of just natural counter in hand. Next turn, Sanji Mihawk. I was like, fuck, bro. And this time I can't stage him twice because I only had 2 stages.
Yeah.
And so and then Akos Luffy bounces my Zoro again. I'm just like, fuck, bro. I am cooked.
Help.
Yeah, and at this point I'm down to 1 life, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to go for the saddest lethal with a 6 cost Luffy. I had to Gum Giant to also protect my board, and he's got 4 9k bodies on. I was like, okay, yeah, this one's cooked. Yeah. Okay. I was like, whatever. Lucy UP kind of annoying, but they high rolled. How bad could it be? Next round, another UP. I was like, okay.
Oh no.
Okay, I can do this. I know the game plan. Same shit, bro. Same shit, bro. The only thing that was different about this game was that I did have more Sanji pudding, like Luffy Taro type stuff on board, and it got to an endgame state where I think what I should have done was like, so he's at 1 life, like 4 cards in hand, and he does have 3 9k bodies on board because he also did the Sanji Mihawk.
Yeah, he did the bow shit.
Yeah. And but despite that, I was still able to have like a board of like Sanji puddings, but they were all sideways. But I also just didn't have that much natural counter, which was very, very annoying.
Yeah.
But I had a 6 cost Luffy in hand, and I chose to ditch DMG. No, I chose to ditch a 6 cost Luffy to keep up as many Sanji puddings as I could, but it was just wrong to do that. I should have left. I should have let one of them go and then went for lethal with the 6 cost. It would just have been much better numbers. So I think that was just my fault. I think that game was very, very winnable had I just done the right thing and let one of my Sanji puddings go. I was really scared because he went 999 into my Sanji puddings, and I had 3 of them, right? And in my head it was, if I let one of them go, he could just Mihawk again. And
just kill it,
or play a 9 cost Luffy or whatever, and I wouldn't
down
have
2 bodies.
Yeah, I'm down 2 bodies, and then I have to go for lethal with even more sad numbers.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like hard protect. But then he just plays Nami and holds up a bunch of Dawn, and so I was like, you know what? I think no matter what, I would have been okay with them spending 9 Dawn that turn because I have the DMG in hand.
Yeah.
So I think like
just DMG and pray.
Yeah, I just DMG whatever Dawn they've had held up, and then just go for it with the 6 cost. I would have gone to 10 Dawn. So the third Sanji
you were
pudding,
huge.
The third Sanji pudding wouldn't have mattered anyway. So, or the for the leader effect. So. I think that one was just completely my fault. And then after that, I was just like I'm X2, like I'm just gonna drop from here. I could have functionally tried to play for top 16, I think, at that point, but considering that like my first round opponent I think was a pretty new player, my second round opponent thought I was playing UP, I was like, I don't know how good
looking good for me.
I was like, this just doesn't look.
These tiebreakers are bad.
Yeah, so I decided like I was just gonna just resign and then go hang out with people, because at that point our whole group was dead. Like Phil was X2.
Oh God.
Sam was X2.
Oh God.
Josh was X3, I think, at that point.
Oh no.
Like everyone was X2 or worse at that point.
Oh God.
Yeah, we got smoked.
Smoked. There's some bad juju in the bayou.
Yeah. But the person who took it all was from SoCal. So
who was it?
Kuro TCG.
Oh.
I don't know them, but I think they're from San Diego.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
very nice for them.
But yeah, that was kind of my tournament run. I think GP is just like some spots just require you to find an answer in a spot that isn't so obvious. Like I think with GP, sometimes the trap is like there's like the obviously decent play, right? Like protect my board and I go for the lethal or whatever. But there's like you kind of have to sometimes ignore that and find the better line, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to dig a little deeper. And I think like, I don't know. I think like if I was sharper a little bit that day, I would have been happier with my play there and actually have found the good line. I think that first UP loss was like really unavoidable, but the second one I think was on me, despite like my opponents seeing pretty decent too. So. It is what it is. Hopefully San Diego I can do a little bit better, and I think just in general like that idea of just like staying sharp is just really still just not something that I think very good at yet. So something that I just had to continually practice. So yeah, that was kind of the New Orleans run for me. Sad, but it is like what it is.
I mean, the boys fell together.
Yeah, we all held hands at the bottom of the bayou, brother.
Yeah, camaraderie.
We drowned in that swamp.
Yeah.
Quicksand.
I didn't end up going. I also didn't. I climbed outdoors this weekend.
Yeah.
Dude,
good stuff.
Our friends farmed pre-releases.
Yeah.
And I should have been farming pre-releases. I didn't know the cards were that worth.
Yeah. Also,
I got screwed.
I've just been seeing God packs being opened so frequently around.
Oh my God.
Oh, on our way out, there was a pre-release on Sunday, so some of the people who were staying like an extra day or like had late flights, they went and played. Another God pack was opened in that tiny shop.
Not from our friends.
Not from our friend group, but just like God packs were just being opened around us. I was at the last local at RWT. They had OP13 prizing.
Oh yeah, guy hit a God pack.
I hope that guy doesn't watch this podcast, but like that guy's like kind of on my nerves a little bit.
Yeah, he is. I got you.
He just has mannerisms that I'm just like not a fan of. Like, for example, after he opens the God pack, he is playing in the tournament. He loses and he goes, I don't even care. I don't even care that I lost. I got a God pack. I was like,
nice, man.
Dude, shut up.
He's not fun to play against.
Yeah, no. Like I just he has that like snooty McTootie, I love my smell of my farts type vibe, and I sorry, I'm just being a huge hater. Imagine he's
generational.
Subs to this podcast and he hears me talk about him like this, but there's no way.
It's okay.
I'm not trying to be mean, but it just like I just there's mannerisms that people have that just rub me the wrong way, and I think he isn't really aware of how he comes across.
That's true.
So
God Paku. I was sitting in line waiting for to get a Riftbound box and a normal OP 13 box for MSRP.
Oh yeah.
So I went to the store at 8 and waited for them to open at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, big for me that there was a League of Legends game and I just watched Cage Roll for 2 hours. but like I was sitting in line and then I was thinking about it and I was like, man, I haven't opened like a leader in a while, like an AA leader. Just had the worst box of all time.
Yeah.
Possibly. Like for One Piece, that is. Like I just had such a bad box. I did get an Elder,
Okay.
and then it was an Elder and then an SEC and that was it.
That's not the worst you can have. I saw a guy who opened a box that was Sabo SEC and like Zoro Alt Art.
Oh yeah, that's tough. You know what? I live pretty good.
Yeah. But your Riftbound box though.
Fire. Absolute flames. 2 Kaises. Oh.
Dude, they're just reeling you in right now.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
Yeah.
I missed out. Because today they had a box. Like 2 boxes come in for restock. But I didn't...
Wait, what do you mean?
Like they just restock randomly.
On the Riot site?
No.
Oh, at the shop.
At the shop.
Okay.
At the shop in Long Beach. I just outed my... Whatever. Like, no one cares. Long Beach is big.
Hey, if you guys want to meet Tora,
I'm
go to the Long Beach Game Chest
brother,
store.
I'm here more than I am there.
That's true. Like you actually don't go to that store.
No, ever. But I forgot.
But you can find them at Perfect Rare.
Yeah, chill. There's a 3v3 tomorrow that no one wants to play in.
Is it tomorrow? It's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is Tuesday.
Fuck, it is Tuesday.
Tomorrow is right now. This is Tuesday.
Yeah, my God.
I have to wake up in 6 hours.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, you're good. What was I going to say though? Oh, anyway, I forgot to click the Riftbound tag. So I just missed out on a 109 box.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Dude, the expected value,
Is it high?
astronomically high. It's very good to open a box.
Damn.
The boxes are reselling for $225. Like, come on, man. But I heard the same thing happened in China.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I imagine the
so-
prices will crater eventually, especially because I think there's going to be more waves of orders and stuff like that. But
Right now, it's bad to be a Riftbound boy.
yeah, like if you want to play the game, if you're just trying to make money,
It's
pretty
probably
good.
good, yeah. I'm trying to play the game.
Yeah, and it's tough.
And it's tough. We can't even play.
Yeah, I'm just hoping some of my whale friends help me out.
Yeah, you got it. You got plenty.
Yeah, I'm excited to play Riftbound. It's also kind of interesting because, like, you know, I've always been evangelical with One Piece. I'm always like, hey, you guys should play One Piece. You guys should play One Piece.
Yeah.
But a lot of my like Magic friends are just playing Riftbound. So I'm excited to see kind of like my One Piece group, like the KFJs, and like some of my like Magic friends, sort of like
Come together.
commingle and like see what happens there. And I see a lot of casual appeal with Riftbound too, which I was a little bit surprised. I'm really curious to see how the game progresses because, like, I know you can play multiplayer, but like when I look at the cards and stuff, I'm like, why would you play multiplayer? This game looks like a competitive game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it doesn't.
There are some funny multiplayer cards.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's one that is like each player after you chooses whether you draw a card or ramp a rune.
Yeah.
And you do whatever they choose.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
get to just draw 3 cards or draw
Or
like
ramp
3 times.
ramp
Like
3
that's kind of
or
sick.
some mix. Yeah.
There are some party cards.
Yeah, but it's just still like, I don't know. Well, it just doesn't feel like a party game, but maybe
I
just
agree.
because we only played 1v1 so far.
And let me tell you, 1v1 has been competitive.
Yeah, it's been competitive, and we've been playing it wrong all the time.
Fire from us. That's a
we've
classic.
been giving Yi some passive
unneeded-
buffs.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I only won 1 out of like 20 games. And then I watched the regional and I'm like, oh, wait.
Defending is not just all the time.
Oh, you can just like kill that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to see, I know a couple people in the Discord might be interested in playing. I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of content do you envision yourself making with it?
For
Like,
Riftbound?
Yeah.
I
like
wanted
if you did.
I think it would be cool to. I mean, this is stuff I should be doing for One Piece too, like deck profiles, gameplay.
Sure.
I think even a One Piece a Riftbound podcast would be interesting too. Just in general, just do content, right? So
Yeah,
I think there's a lot. I still To be honest, I just need a producer to kick my ass and get me on this content stuff and just like make more videos.
Yeah,
So,
my producer title is like 8 quotations on both sides.
yeah.
Like many asterisks.
Yeah, because I think I mean, I clearly have the time. I'm jobless at the moment, but like I have a lot of ideas for content that I just like I write the script and then I never actually sit down and film and edit. So,
All right, I'm gonna kick your ass. For you people, I'm gonna kick his ass. Get him into some gear.
he called you people, by the way.
They're not animals, so they're you people. But yeah, you should. I think people in the Discord might also want like some sort of content with it.
Yeah, I've been seeing people say like, "Hey, are you guys like playing Riftbound and stuff?"
We're trying
like
to
this?
get Josh, man. We are trying to get him in there. Ducky will get there.
I think the tough thing with him is like he really has no connection to the IP because he doesn't play League, so tough for him. If they made a Valorant card game, maybe he'd play.
Phoenix Flash.
Imagine.
No.
There's just not that many characters.
No, like I think what
they could
possibly,
they could do a Valorant set.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. They do like a quick Valorant set.
Yeah, like crossover. You've got like the 5 starting agents like Phoenix, Jet, Brimstone, Evil Brimstone, Sage.
Yeah, Breach do go crazy in that.
You know, so that'd be kind of cool actually. Yeah. Like they could do a little Valorant crossover.
Yeah. Are you traveling for One Piece anytime soon? Because I know we're actually on the wait list for the Riftbound
Houston regional.
But
we'll see what the heck happens there.
We're just taking a flight.
Just vibing.
But yeah, for One Piece.
So I know people have been interested in going to the Mexico finals.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yeah, which would be cool. Steam. Yeah, I did finally get my passport renewed. So
nice.
I mean, I heard the Mexico regionals are all really fun.
Okay.
So that could be in the cards if the price is right. But yeah, I don't know. How about you? Would you go to that?
Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm retiring from the game until Vegas, honestly. I'm like not very motivated, but I think with 13 coming around, maybe there is just like some motivation to be had.
Yeah,
I was thinking about not going to San Diego.
Oh yeah,
today, but I was like, I should go. My friends are going. I should go.
Yeah, this has been such a ridiculously busy time for One Piece, especially with like the treasure cups are also happening, and
Zero Zoro is crazy.
Yeah, like I do want to try for those. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, January will be, from what I know, a little bit of a break, which is good.
Need that.
Yeah, so
I think it'll just be a lot of playtesting.
Yeah, it gives us time to prepare for what
Is Nats EBO3?
I don't know, but timing wise it should be, right?
Wow. That's kind of
okay, cuz
they always do that though. They do always do that. They just like drop a set or drop a band
on
like a month or like a couple weeks before and you're just scrambling. Yeah, that's tough.
But again, it's kind of like, so that's one of the things why I'm like thinking I want to try a bit hard in OP13 too, is like Emu just seems like a deck that'll be around for a while. So all the time that I spent learning Emu
early,
will just help me into that time too. So
yeah, and the deck is like relatively cheap compared to decks we've had in the past.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you just don't have an SEC that's like $40 off rip.
Yeah. And God forbid you play a bad deck and you want the SECs. Kuma in yellow decks.
Hey, JCM won 2 serials back to back.
Yeah,
back to back.
Those Kumas came in clutch.
Yeah, that guy do be going crazy. Yeah, but there's definitely, I see in our friends some waning motivation probably.
I think it's me and you for sure. I think by far the most.
I just want to play Riftbound, man.
I think we're just like super down for Riftbound. So I think like our person, and we just came off like, relatively big wins. So and like secure our invite and all this stuff. So
Yeah,
like I think
that's a
like
big part.
I think that was definitely like a lot of pressure off my shoulders. And then
Your fraud meter reset.
yeah, like both of our fraud meters have reset. So
Hold on.
both. Oh,
I got two
top
top 16. I was a nobody.
And now you're a somebody.
Not really.
Jonas knows who you are.
That's big for me. He's the GOAT.
He commented on the last premo because you remember when we talked about it, and I was like, I'm like,
wait, he's in the primo?
Yeah, he.
Oh, that's
subbed.
not good for me.
He probably thinks it's funny.
Hey, man.
I don't know if you'll listen to us ramble about whatever we rambled about.
If you
want
to test Riftbound, me and him are here.
Yeah,
I would like to be friends with you.
Yeah, but
shooting my shot.
Michael Jordan's on the other side of the camera. You gotta get at him.
Yeah, he's just like looking at his rings. He's like, this guy is so beneath me.
Yeah, each cereal is kind of a ring, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Riftbound. What do you think will be the future for Riftbound? Like, what, do you think it has longevity? Like, what do you think the game will be like for the near future?
I don't. Looking at how it is in China right now, I'm not like entirely sure because it does seem like Kaisa is problematic.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, I think the deck, like early removal, they just added early removal into the game. It wasn't like basic combat fundamentals deck. It's just like, hey, we're just throwing in removal. And you're just like, dang.
You know, that's so funny because that's such a One Piece mindset.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think I'm
like
pretty
other
filled.
games have removal.
Yeah,
like off the rip.
Our removal is crazy.
Like One Piece removal is so weird.
One Piece removal didn't exist until like Sakazuki.
Yeah, or all of our removal was super clunky. Like
yeah.
Back in those days, they used what's that one card that's like 4 cost and KOs a 6K or something. They use jet pistol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would use like Otama jet pistol to kill things. Like it's so
fire.
clunky and bad. And then it took until Black Decks really came around and with Sokka where they like could assemble the pieces. Like removal in One Piece is so weird because it's like you reduce the cost or power and then it brings it in range of things. Like it's always like multiple parts to remove something. Whereas like in other card games, they just have stuff that say like kill that fucker, you know? Like, you know?
Yeah, there's like cards in Riftbound that are like you and I choose a character to die.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
bro, Magic has a card that's just straight up called murder. Kill that fucker. Murder.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's gone.
I think the IP is strong. You know, I just give it that. I think the IP is so strong that Riftbound will like continue to.
You think it's still strong here though? Like I get it for China because League is omega popular in China, dude, but
I think
you think it just brings out all the old heads back.
Dude, that's what I was about to say. It hit at the right time because my boy Faker about to win. Knock on wood. About to go three-peat, and like all the old heads who aren't playing League anymore because they're like, this is a children's game. Or not really, but like it's just like
sure, you just grow out of it.
You're just growing out of it.
Yeah.
Are now like, wow, the characters I loved, they're in a card game, and now I can like older people just want to socialize, man.
Yeah, board games.
Yeah, they just want to like hang out with their friends and do stuff.
Yeah.
Like it just hit. I've just seen so many people come out of the woodworks to just like play this game. It seems.
Yeah,
it's building up a lot of steam.
It is building up a lot of steam. Obviously, I think in our circles, like the game will be really popular. Mm-hmm. I do wonder, like before I played the game, I was like a little concerned if it would do well because like from the outset, I was like I don't think these cards look that great in my opinion.
Nah,
I don't really love the way they look.
The card stock is good.
Is it like One Piece?
Yeah. It's very good. I felt okay. Collectors might be a little screwed because I saw K-Drill open. I got actually really worried. K-Drill, I was watching whatever the series it was. I think it's T1 Tests. and he like opens a pack on stream, and like there's just shavings at the top.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
it's
saw
just
there's like poorly
white.
cut. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, do I actually get a box? Like, is this bad? I get my box, perfectly
fine. Okay,
so
that's
I was
good.
like, okay, we're okay in some parts, some regards.
Yeah, so like I just don't think like the cards, I love the look of them. Like One Piece, immediately I was like, oh man, these cards look awesome. Pokemon,
Really?
yeah, starting
Sometimes-
from OPO4, OPO3, I thought those cards looked awesome.
Yeah, but like OPO1 just had screenshots from the anime.
Yeah, but that was OPO. I wasn't playing back then.
yeah,
I don't
but
know
now
about that.
if you're thinking about it, we're coming into the
Okay,
game.
fine. Gundam, the first set, fire.
He got me.
Yeah, that set looks awesome.
Yeah,
First
it
set
does-
looks
That's
awesome.
like really good. But those cards bend like crazy.
They
Did
do
you
bend
see-
like crazy. They're
we,
just like
we
little
watched
Pringles.
our friend play, and I look at his card, and it's just a U.
Yeah.
And I'm like, brother bear, and he's like, that's the alt art. It just bends. I was like, ah.
Yeah, that's a game where you might actually not want to play mixed rarity because like you might get marked for marked cards.
Yeah.
Um.
Anyway, back to Riftbound.
Yeah, so Riftbound, like I was like, okay, so from a collector side, I'm like, it's got to like
Nah.
hold up with just IP and like the art, and I don't know if I love either. But having played the game, I'm like, the game is fun.
Yeah.
like I do enjoy playing the game, which is like step number one, and like I'm excited to play it with my friends. So
Yeah.
that is like
Step
kind
number
of step
two.
number two. So with that in mind, I'm like, the things that they have to overcome is balance,
Yeah.
which is tough because like Kaisa, bro, that deck is crazy, man. Like I just feel like no other deck is that efficient and draws that many
God, it's
cards.
so good.
What is it, Scorching Blow or whatever, the 2 cost 4 damage draw card, Comet. I
No,
forgot.
that's Void Seeker. Void Seeker is 4 damage, draw a card, and then
Void Seeker.
Falling Star
Falling Star
is
Dude,
hit 2 bodies.
what the heck is Falling Star?
It's just a fallen star, brother. That's you.
Void
That's
Seeker,
you after
I know.
winning a regional. You're a fallen star.
I'd be seeking that void now. Void Seeker is Kaisa's W.
Yes.
So that makes sense.
Falling Star's just generic red.
Anyways, these cards are crazy. Like they're just
Yeah.
really overstated in my opinion. They're just like
Oh, for
so
sure.
efficient and good. And then we looked at some of the cards like Annie has. It's like 4 cost, deal 3. It has to be on a battlefield, and if it dies, you draw a card.
Yeah, that card's tough. You're just like, hey, there's Void Seeker, and then there's this like Timu version of Void
Yeah,
Seeker
like, it's like-
that's like anti-specific, and you're just like, why would you play this? But I guess having more copies of Void Seeker is good. I don't know. It's
I
just
don't
worse
know,
version.
man. It's just like strictly worse. And so yeah, just like Kaisa just seems so crazy to me. And then her ability is also really good because you actually get high enough. You can play like way greedier cards and still play cards like a Cathian Rain, which just like blow up your opponent's board. Like
Yes, sir.
so,
Later.
I just think Kaisa just seems crazy from the outset, and Master Yi, as we learn to play the rules correctly, like I feel like over time we'll find that it's like still very good, but like much worse than initially we thought.
I think at the moment the game is living and dying on the price of entry.
Yeah, and that's the other component of
Yeah.
it is like I think a lot of people are gonna get gate kept for a while.
Yeah. Like I'm feeling that already, and I hit like the most insane box.
Yeah.
Like I got a Kaisa AA and like a normal Kaisa, and I'm still down like all like I want to call them events. I've called them events, and people are like, events? Question mark.
Spells.
Spells. Oh my bad, spells.
Dude, I think I saw someone say like a Kaisa deck is like $350 right
Yeah,
now.
that's
to
what
build.
our buddy like relatively spent after buying 2 boxes and then like trading most of the cards. So like effective around
Still
there.
crazy,
Yeah,
man.
which is
Still crazy.
absurd.
Yeah, for like
I
a
don't-
new game that you don't even know will like do well technically.
You're unemployed and I work at a climbing gym.
Yeah,
this is
tough for
not
us.
good for us.
Nah.
But we might have some whales cooking somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Luckily, we have some friends who did buy a lot, so
I tried to make a whale sound. I don't think that was good. You're so okay. Wait, I was gonna say this in the main app, But you know how we go to karaoke a lot and
Yeah.
you have your thing where you're just like screamo guy and
Yeah.
it's like amazing. Okay, I've been
Thank you, by the way.
practicing to learn how to rap.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've been like,
Oh, we gotta rip that soon,
dude, no, not soon.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
ready.
okay,
I'm not
okay.
ready. But in the car, I have been doing the same, like, it's like a pretty hard intro to one of Drake's songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been just learning the blade. I've been studying the blade.
Okay.
And I was like, this.
We gotta rip that.
I was like, this needs to try to be my thing when I'm there. Because I was like, I'm not very good, but I do love a country. I feel like my go-to when we go is Take Me Home Country Roads.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's just because everyone can sing and I can kind of get drowned out.
Sure,
But-
yeah.
But I was like, Jin has these moments where you're just like, whoa, whoa. I didn't know he could do that.
I think I'm one of those people who just like randomly picks up stuff.
Yeah.
So I think like over time as you hang out with me, you're just like, why do you like know how to do shit like this? And like I think that comes up a lot just because I'm like I'm just a hobby guy. So I just like find something and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do a Rubik's Cube. And so like
Okay, this will never get back to the person, but we were flaming this girl on in our one of our climbing group chats.
Yeah.
Because like she started climbing and she's just like a TikTok like influencer in SoCal. And she like put up a course on her story about how to be a hobbyist.
Okay.
And we were just like, it's an in-person course.
Interesting. So people come to this class.
With her to like learn how to do other hobbies. And the only hobby, or she like sings and she does calisthenics and she does climbing and that's about it. And we just wanted to like, she's not very good at climbing. And one of my friends who did calisthenics is also just like, she's like V2 in calisthenics. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And we were like, maybe one of us goes and takes, it's $50 for
Hey, I've seen Medify guys
an
go
hour
for
and a half with her. And we were like, maybe we pull together and one person goes.
Dude, this is just Medify, but for real people.
Yeah, I don't know how these guides do it. They're crazy. I have seen so many guides go up and like, to be honest, I don't trust a lot of people.
No, I really don't.
But people just
I did buy Ikalikai's UP guide, which I thought was like pretty cool.
Yeah.
And his are priced pretty like fairly in my opinion, like $20. Like seems fine.
Howard has bought Jackson Clyde.
Yeah.
He bought like when we were in Niagara like 2 years ago, he bought a Sokka guide the day of.
Yeah.
And it was like $5 or something.
Oh yeah, that's
and
whatever.
It just like had like a lot of the things that like he needed and he was like, yeah, that was great. It was like $5. I was like, oh, nice. I was like, I feel like $5 for a guide aroundish is like pretty good pricing.
Yeah.
5 to 10 maybe. If you're like needing.
Yeah, like kind of depends. Like I feel like 5, 10 if it's like
Just like an article guide.
yeah, I don't know. But I see these guys who post shit that's just crazy. I know what's his name? Equimby, OPTCG
Oh,
grinder.
okay, yeah.
He got flamed because he put out a guide for specifically GP mirrors in EBO2 for like $150 as a guide.
That's a lot.
That's so much.
That's a lot for
something so specific.
Yeah, and also a format which we didn't have tournaments.
Oh, did we not? I think EBO2 had some.
No, it just had
really?
locals.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It didn't. It maybe had a treasure cup.
Yeah,
But
or
then we
something.
were into the next set very fast.
Because I thought he did this after he like topped with GP or something like that, and then he put out the guide. But I just like I feel like it's too hard to know when a guide is worth it for you as a person. That's like the thing that makes me like really unlikely to buy a guide that's like over $30 because
Sure.
like after $30 I'm just kind of like I would need to have a very specific preview of like what this guide offers that I would need help with because I don't want to read a single word of anything that goes this is your curve. Shoot myself.
Yeah,
I will kill myself on the spot for spending money on that. Like,
yeah.
like
I get that on Twitter, man.
yeah, like I just don't need you to tell me, oh, with Ace, you want to play 4-cost Marco on 4, and then you play Jozu on 6, and then you play the 8-cost of like.
Yeah, I know.
Don't need that, you know. I
know.
don't. And so I just think like it's so hard to know like how much of the money you spend will be worth it to you. I think it really does come down to like trust. And so like there's a couple of people that I just enjoy hearing their thoughts, and so that's why I'm like more willing to delve into the guides that they put out. So like for example, I know Dog of Wisdom has been putting out Metafy guides. I would probably buy. I haven't, but I would probably buy one of his guys because I've seen his YouTube. They're not even his YouTube videos. They're just interviews that he's done with other people. They're like the random deck profiles after he wins, and I'm like, damn, this guy talks about the deck good.
this guy do it right. He won me a regional.
Yeah, he won me a regional straight up. And like, so I'm like, okay, I'm down for him. Ikalakai, for example, like,
he has like an early read on the meta,
which
is nice.
Yeah, like he has exclusive information that like isn't through. You know, the understanding for a lot of these Metafy guys is that you're getting it through people who are top players who have researched this stuff like for an immense amount of time, and you're saving time by reading their guides. And Ikalikai is a little bit different because he's much more like working in possibility space, where it's he like the UP guide. Did have like, hey, take for a second because of XYZ, whatever that stuff. But like, he also just had like a page of just like, here are random cards that like people were putting in UP decks throughout time. And I was just like, oh, that's cool. Like, I wanted to know like what's out there and like what cards had I never considered that would be good. You know?
And what like other people thought and like why. And
so,
like his thoughts on if those cards are relevant.
Yeah, and he has a type of style of like talking about things. Like he's very optimistic about things, which is fine. But like, I still just enjoy hearing his thoughts, and for me, that's what makes the deck or the guide worth it. But like, I don't know, man. Some of the Metafy guides, I feel like they just can't be worth it. But maybe I'm just being a hater. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ever bought a guide, but I feel like a lot of the places I go wrong are very specific. Like coach. Like I benefit more from coaching than reading a guide.
Yeah. Like, I think so.
Which is like I think for a lot bit more expensive. But
I think mid to high level players, like you're just gonna get way more out of a coach than you would with a guide.
And like I feel like that's the nice part about our play group is because everyone feels like at a relatively like high level that like when they sit down and watch or like we can talk about game plans and like get to the same conclusions that other groups would get to. Yeah. Or just like by like some metric of like talking to different people, like get to, oh, I think this theory could be implemented.
Yeah, I do enjoy just like my favorite thing with our group, because again, we I wouldn't say our group is all Omega top players. Like obviously John is like by far the most decorated,
but he plays bad deck.
He plays some weird ass shit. And like, he's also not the best to playtest with in terms of like thought process because he doesn't like know how to
word it
or even talk about it.
Yeah. He's like on vibes.
Yeah, because like he knows his deck through repetition. Yeah. But he doesn't know like
extremely well.
Yeah, like but he doesn't know like why that much. I don't know.
I guess I don't know why either, but his spots are very different. Yeah.
But anyway, but also he just doesn't explore really other decks very much at all. So like, it's kind of hard to like get a more holistic view. But it's really funny though when we have one game going, but there's like 5 people watching, and they all just sit behind somebody. Go, yeah, I think you should play this card because of X reason, and then Y, and then we just like each turn takes fucking forever, but like we just dissect kind of every part of like our decision making about why or why not something would be good.
Yeah, I think that is the best way as like a group to improve, possibly. But we're also like 4v1 most of the time. It's very funny. It's just because like 4 people, like we were playing GP into Bonnie. And
Poor
I
Teach.
just feel bad for Teach because like 4 GP players are just looking and like it's just yeah, I think that's the best play. Like if he does this, like we're just so up ahead and he's just like, can we play the game?
Yeah. Yeah, it is very funny. But I think those sessions have been always the most helpful in terms of like learning because I'm always just curious like you it's like it honestly it's therapy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of what therapy is just like you just get locked into the way you see the world and like how you think about things. And the only way you're ever going to break out of that is by talking to other people.
Yeah.
Like, it goes for mental health and it goes for card games.
TCG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even other card games, probably.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sure.
sometimes about hygiene habits. Did you know like a lot of white people don't like wash their legs?
I found this out recently from my roommate.
Is that not crazy?
There was a period. Harper, you'll never hear this, and I'm sorry, I'm outing you right now. But
He doesn't wash his legs?
hold on.
Okay.
In college / after college, he had a long-term girlfriend, and I lived with him for like 3 years during college and like 2 years after. The 2 years after, when we moved into like an apartment together with his girlfriend and another one of our friends, there was this moment where I was house sitting for them and like house sitting their cat, or cat sitting for all of them. And then I was like sitting next to their bed and I was like, one side of this sheets are like the bottom of the sheets are like way darker than the other side. And I was just like looking at it. I was like, that's crazy. Like this is just darker than this side. And I talked to his girlfriend about it and she's like, yeah, sometimes he comes into bed and just lays down and he didn't clean his feet. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, that's why I can't get that out. Because that's just his side of the bed. And I was like, oh my
You don't
God.
clean your feet?
He didn't clean the bottom of his toesers.
Just ever?
Nasty boy.
That's crazy,
Nasty
bro. That's
boy.
crazy.
There was one summer where he didn't wear shoes. Like straight up for like 2 months, he just refused to wear shoes.
I just think Midwestern white guys just like go through a phase where they're just like, what if because I also had a white friend from the Midwest who like had that phase too. He was just like, what if I just don't wear shoes?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why is that a thing?
Why?
I don't understand.
I don't know, man. Us coming from the Midwest has like somewhat trauma bonded us.
Yeah.
In these weird ways, because I went home recently and I was like, wow, there are so many white people in this bar. And there's like 2 Asian dudes, me being the other one. And I was like, this is crazy. I come out here, I walk down the street and I'm like, this is crazy.
There's Asian people everywhere.
There's like the whole color wheel.
Yeah. Black people, white people, Latinos,
everything.
Asians, like yeah, we got all. And then you go to, dude.
General hygiene is crazy though between different people.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. I went back. This was in college, but like I had like dyed my hair.
Damn, the 1990s.
All right, chill. I went to college in 2009.
Old. Sorry.
09, thank you.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
So I like went back home into Minnesota and I had like dyed hair and I was like, bro, I feel like a fucking clown, wacko, weirdo. Like I'm Asian. I've got like bright blue hair. I forgot what color it was, but like piercings. And
This
all
was the
stuff.
K-pop days, huh?
Yeah, like I'm just like I'm a fish out of water out here. I'm just like I don't know. I just felt like so weird, I guess, like going back and like I feel like out here I can express myself however I want, and it's just not a thing, you know.
Yeah,
People don't blink twice about that. Oh, speaking of that, very funny always because Josh cannot help himself with Uber drivers.
He's a talker, right? Yeah,
He's a talker.
Yeah.
He's a talker, and
I'm a headphones in kind of guy.
yeah, me too. I'm like,
I'm playing Uma.
yeah. I just don't think any Louisiana Uber driver in New Orleans was ready for Josh. And there was one particular Uber driver there that was just like cracking up at everything. Josh is just doing his Josh thing.
Yeah, he's just running the bits back to back to back.
And she was just like some kind of cheery, like Black New Orleans lady. And she's like, "Damn, you funny."
Oh man, he ate that up.
Yeah,
he would eat that up.
Yeah, the ego went crazy, you know.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever play Magic like competitively again? Because I know the meta is really bad, but I know you were talking about it. But Riftbound's here, and like I don't know.
All this time, like it's crazy, dude. Magic is a game that is so near and dear to my heart. Really has been central to my life. Yeah. Been playing it for like 20 plus years or whatever. On and off.
Sorry. I don't know where that comes out.
It's like an echo in here or what?
Yeah.
Keep hearing some weird words come out of my ears, but
this is a ghost, huh?
There's like, dude, there's a lot to talk about in that. One is the competitive meta sucks sometimes, and that has always been a thing. Like standard always gets clowned, where like standard sucks, standard sucks. But then every once in a blue moon, it's like some guy goes, standard's awesome, and then you buy the cards, and by the time you buy the card, it's rotated and it sucks again, and you're like, fuck, I got baited again. It sucks again. And so I used to gravitate to like the older formats because they rotate less. In fact, they don't rotate at all. Mm-hmm. But in recent years, it's felt like even those formats rotate because they keep power creeping, and then they had like direct to modern sets that would completely upend the meta. And so then I'm like, bro, these decks are like $1,500 to make, and then you like print a set where now I have to buy like 4 copies of $100 card again.
Oh god.
You know, so it was like it's just not feasible. I'm not really grinding these tournaments either, so like it's just not worth for me to get into. And then now standard, they're like trying to bridge the gap where they're like trying to make standard rotate less, but what it's done is it has just made standard really expensive to the point where now standard rivals the prices of older formats. And now standard decks are like $900 to build, or like $500 to $700 to build. And so it's like, bro, this is expensive. And then you're telling me like, because you printed this one card, the metagame is complete ass.
Yeah.
And then like I don't even know what's going to be printed next, or if the rules are going to change or whatever.
Like $900 to not have fun.
Yeah, like not have fun. And like it doesn't seem feasible. And then on top of that, it just feels like the game is pushing really hard on the collector side.
I see. Okay.
And I think a lot of these changes are just impacting other parts that suck. So, for example, the one part about Magic that has always kept me in, even when competitive formats, constructed formats suck, is that I play limited a lot. I love drafting. I love that. Mm-hmm. But draft sets have been piss poor.
Oh.
And even when they are good, there's so many sets in a year now that like you get to draft once and twice and the set's gone.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
So like when I guess it's like a blessing when the set is bad because you're like, okay, we're done with it. We're going to the next one. But when it's good, you're like, I actually want to draft it, and then it's gone in a blink of an eye. And so I'm like, well, I barely got to play. So like in all parts of Magic, I feel like I'm just getting like pushed out. Like I'm just like, oh, I can't play constructed because like constructed, they just keep doing things that like make the format suck. Yeah. Oh, I like limited. Okay, but they're doing things where like I don't get to play limited, so that sucks. And then like Commander is a format that like has been pushed really hard, and I've just never loved Commander because I'm a competitively minded person.
Yeah, it
so
feels
like,
more like a board game when we did play.
Yeah,
which is fun. Yeah,
which is
fun with
fine.
friends. Fun with friends.
Yeah, fun with friends, but like. It's not the experience I like pine for. Like I go and like
I want to crush my opponent in the 1v1. That's
no, it's just like imagine like your favorite game to play every day is Mario Party.
That's tough.
You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of weird. Like
you're just a weird guy.
You're just a weird guy. Like what you really are like
you like the mini games?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah. I feel that. Do you
So-
think that One Piece could run into that problem? Because okay, what it sounds like is like Magic has like a lot of formats, but there also is like a lot of card cycle, like just a lot of cards in general have been being printed and whatnot, and like that's had like constant rotation.
So one of the big differences is just like in the last 10 years for Magic, like the Commander format really has taken over. And
Oh,
so like
okay.
a lot of the design space has been eaten up by Commander cards. So like then that's been one of the problems is like a card that was clearly designed for Commander breaks a 1v1 format.
I see, and there are only one-ofs in Commander where it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you'll see this card like one in every couple of games, and it's like kind of chill.
Yeah, cookie.
But then you're like, I'm playing 4 of.
Yeah, in a
Run
Commander
that.
deck, and that the card is
Yeah.
just meta warping and just dominates, right?
Yeah.
Like that happens more frequently than I would ever want, you
Yeah.
know. And so, yeah, it's really it is really annoying where you're like, oh, I want to play a competitive deck, but now they've introduced a mechanic that was intended for a multiplayer format, and it just dominates in a 1v1 format. Like,
Yeah, that's tough.
there's a mechanic called Monarch in Magic where like it's very fun. I love it in Commander where a player gains Monarch and at the end of your turn you draw a card. So it's like valuable to be Monarch, right?
That's good.
But anytime someone deals combat damage to you, they steal the monarchy.
Oh, okay.
And so it's fun because like you fight over the monarchy
Yeah.
and then sometimes you're like, can I just hit you for one so that I can draw a card? You know, like you can
Yeah.
like parlay
Haggle,
with it,
haggle.
yeah, haggle with it, and like I think that dynamic is fun and it like encourages people to attack each other, which is something that sometimes doesn't happen in Commander. But in 1v1, sometimes your deck just doesn't have creatures to attack with. And so you're like you're a creature deck and you have the Monarch ability and you're playing into somebody who doesn't play creatures. That guy just functionally now has a thing that just says I draw an extra card a turn.
Oh, you're
It's just so annoying. Yeah. And then later on, they introduced another mechanic that's even more powerful than Monarch. It's called Dungeons. It's this very convoluted mechanic where, like, they introduced it in the D&D set where, like, same thing as Monarch, like, it has a different timing. It happens in your upkeep, yada, yada, yada. But, like, it generates a ton of, value turn by turn. And, again, it's through combat damage that you get to steal the initiative or whatever. And... And what it did was it like completely warped Legacy's format.
Oh, I see.
It just
okay.
completely warped it. Where like now everyone is just fighting over initiative, and that's it. That's the game.
Okay.
And like it's just completely
It's
warped
just bad.
it. So
It's just changed the game.
and eventually like those cards get banned and all this stuff, and like it just became this like whole circus that happened because like the cards that were never intended for that format broke it, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was a little skeptical with Riftbound too, because Riftbound has the other thing of
yeah.
like, you know, we're gonna design for both multiplayer and single player in the same set.
There are a lot of parallels for Magic as you've been like reading the cards, like when we've been looking at deck profiles and then said, oh, this is a card in Magic.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you just say words and it just like goes one ear out the other, and I'm like, yep.
The Magic player in me is just like, yeah, this is like basically the 1-for-1 copy of that card. And so yeah, there's just a lot of parallels between Magic and Riftbound, which is again one of the reasons why I was like a little skeptical about how Riftbound is. But for One Piece, we don't have that problem because like
our multiplayer formats are still 1v1 formats.
yeah, they're still functionally competitive 1v1. Like maybe Buddy Battle takes off someday or something. It kind of seems like Buddy Battle's dead, to be honest.
Buddy Battle Day.
Like the 2-on-2.
Unless they make like a Monkey D. Luffy 1-of-1 promo for Buddy Battle.
or something like that, yeah. You win a cereal off of Buddy Battle.
People would go crazy.
Like the only format that I wish they would bring into One Piece in terms of like card game design space is limited. Like I think like
Oh, sure,
like
yeah.
pre-release format could be way more fun if they
Just did, like,
cared to
draft.
yeah, because like so many cards that we play with in pre-release will never see play in constructed.
Yeah.
Straight up, you know.
Yeah.
It's
it is a lot of like combat fundamentals though, kind of.
yeah,
in that
which is fine for pre-release, but like it'd be cool if you could like draft decks that like could have like a little bit more flavor than just let me play vanillas and 2Ks.
Yeah,
You know?
sure.
And then like a lot of pre-release games are just vanillas and 2Ks, and then who drew their super good SR that like warps the game.
Yeah, maybe if instead of Rainbow Luffy, they did like this would be hard to do, but they did like the mono colors and then the combined colors.
I think Rainbow Luffy is fine, and if you're able to play the leaders that you open, that's also good. But like Rainbow Luffy should be a backup.
Yeah.
And then you can play with the leaders that you open, and then like the pool of cards just need to be more thematic and better.
Sure. Yeah, what they've been doing is like one, like as we did in the main app, like one really good card for this color every set, and then like it just power creeps. Like it's just like, all right, insta 4 of every blue deck, every green deck, and you're just like, okay, time to play this guy.
Yeah. And then the problem is like most of the cards just end up being garbage.
Yeah. They don't like play off of each other very much.
They don't play well. Like you can't really because it's a limited environment. There's not enough consistency to like have the game plans really come together functionally. So like it's just like the card games. I just feel like a lot of the cards in a set are just wasted. You know, like each set of One Piece is like 112-ish cards, like 120 maybe, and really 110 of them are just absolute trash. You know,
absolute poop from a butt.
Yeah, they're just like, you might as well just use it as toilet paper, because that's like the best use you might be able to get out of it.
I was organizing my cards and I was like, maybe I just throw away half of these. I was like, they're just not useful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they just take up space. I've got slow beam. Actually,
Low-key
Foxy
one day.
plays it maybe.
Low-key one day.
Probably not. Probably not.
Nah,
right?
because Hell's Judgment is just a better
It's
version.
just better. And then you have slow beam sword, which is just way more insane.
Yeah. Not
So, yeah, I just think like so many cards, like they're just like, I don't know. I just feel like if they had more designers working on the game to like have a little more fun with the limited side, it would make it would also make ripping boxes more fun, because like right now ripping boxes, you literally only rip to like see what alt arts you get, and then you go chuck the rest straight into the burners. You know?
That is tough.
So like give us a game to play. Like I feel like Pack Wars is fun too.
Yeah,
but that's just degenerate gambling. But
I love that.
Yeah. But like it would be way more fun if like we opened a box and we're like, okay, let's play into each other.
I think what they could do that Magic does, that we did that one time, is like the play boosters could be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, this is like a card pool that is like well selected and like
curated for this experience.
Yeah, a draft experience from it. That could be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want for One Piece.
Yeah.
Exactly that. So
we just gotta make it on our own.
Yeah,
which is quite hard.
It's maybe possible. Maybe it has to be more than 6 packs to give a little more consistency to like what you open. But I don't know.
Could be a business.
It could be something interesting. It could be something interesting that we bring to the channel, like if we do gameplay again.
Yeah.
So
I'm down.
But okay, that is the primo. We talked about the New Orleans run. Talked about
absolutely everything.
Classic primo episode. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please wish Josh good health, hopefully, because we got San Diego.
He's just like asleep.
Yeah. He told me at like 4 p.m. that he was like, I'll let you know when I'm up. I have not heard from him.
Okay, we should check up on him tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's just gone.
Also, I need to book. I guess, is it just up to me to book this?
Nah, make Teach do it.
No, Teach is a hotel.
Oh, is he already?
Yeah.
Oh, he's locked? Okay.
Yeah,
I guess. Or John?
John's not going.
Oh.
All the rich guys aren't going.
Oh, man.
Am I next in line? That sucks. I don't have a job, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
All right.
Okay, so maybe I do that. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next week after San Diego. Welcome to OP13.
Jonas, play Rift Bound with us.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Bye.